there, I'm Square, and let's talk about anime. Today we have episode 10 of Yashahime. We begin this episode with the girls being sent out on another bounty hunt. There are demons who have been attacking a nearby village. When they get there, they find a burnt up valley, but before they can really investigate, they are warned by a villager that the area is super dangerous and the demons can return at any moment. Almost on cue, we see the demons of the episode, the Ka demons, a breed of demons who are born as conjoined twins. Twins who can't reach their full potential until one consumes the other. Pretty dark. Towa reacts really strongly to seeing the twin Ka demons fighting, but they just blow her off until they notice the pearls in Towa and Setsuna's eyes. The two Ka demons then secretly agree to work together to steal them. After this brief encounter, the girls are rewarded with a meal by the villagers, but aren't able to enjoy it for long as the twins get possessed by the Ka demon twins, who then make them turn on each other. A fight ensues and Setsuna is able to overpower the possession just enough to release her demon slayer medicine, freeing Towa and herself. Jinka and Kinka, the Ka demons, were still able to steal the pearls and leave quickly to meet with their leader, Lady Joka. Towa and Setsuna quickly race after them, leaving Moroha behind. Back to the Ka demons. Their leader suddenly turns on them, attacking them and begins to absorb Jinka's power and strength. Kinka appears shocked at first, then torn, then decides he's the one that needs to absorb his brother and attacks Lady Joka in a rage. The twin princesses show up at that time and have a pretty serious emotional reaction to everything taking place. Setsuna surprisingly has a bit of an obscured flashback to her childhood separation from Towa. Still unable to fully accept that this is really her childhood or who that is with her. But she does seem heavily affected by it, to the point of volunteering to join Kinka in his fight to free his brother. With Setsuna joining the fight, the tides turn in their favor, but not enough to save Jinka. The two brothers are literally torn apart, resulting in Jinka losing his life. One-on-one, Setsuna is able to defeat Lady Joka, and we end with a tragic scene of Jinka and Kinka dying together, and Moroha finally catching up to see her bounty getting blown away in the wind. I just have to get this out of the way. I'm sorry for complaining again, but the twins' treatment of Moroha is still really bothering me, and it didn't get that much better this week. Okay, just really quick. What the heck? Towa and Setsuna completely left Moroha behind and forgot about her. 100% forgot about her. Not even a thought in their heads about Moroha at all when she was screaming behind them, chasing after them. What? Okay, so in the fan community, some are saying that this is kind of a little bit of silly payback that, Moroha left Towa and Setsuna behind last episode, but I feel like that was a completely different situation. Last episode, the twins literally told Moroha that they weren't joining her, so she went off alone and was very hurt by this. When they changed their mind, she did make Takachio speed up to leave them behind. Briefly, she turned around and stopped and let them join her. She realized that she was being chased by them. She didn't forget about them at all during all this, and she stopped for them, which is more than I could say for the twins who completely forgot about Moroha after she was there with them trying to get them to stop fighting with each other so they wouldn't hurt each other. She was literally screaming behind them to wait for her, but they didn't even acknowledge her existence. When they landed, they didn't even mention her or think of her at all. When she finally caught up, they couldn't care less. Why are they still hanging out with her? It's getting to feel more and more that she's a low priority, if even a priority at all. She seems to be an afterthought, or honestly, not even a thought this episode. And it seems like this is being played for laughs. Maybe I'm taking it a little too seriously, but it is messed up how selfish the twins are appearing, not even remembering someone that's supposed to be their friend. Okay, done? I'm done talking about this. I'm sorry, I'm done. Let's move on. Okay. Seeing Setsuna starting to remember Towa was actually really nice. And I honestly really like how they're handling this. A lot of the pacing in the series has been kind of all over the place so far, so the fact that they're taking their time with something so important is a really great choice by the writers. Setsuna's childhood memories are something that should be focused on and given weight, and I feel like that really came across here. Very well done, and has me even more invested in the twin story and their relationship. Speaking of twins, Jinka and Kinka, and the whole deal with the Ka demons, wow. I really enjoyed this story. I feel like it was told so well in such a short amount of time. I'm honestly really impressed with how they used this episode to build up that twin relationship. The way the concept was first introduced, showing the Ka demons like literally fighting since birth, was powerful. It really gave a lot of flavor to this type of demon and had me invested really quickly. The villagers warning the girls about the demons, who have literally fought so much they destroyed the land and killed livestock, showed how hard they're fighting and how long this has been going on. And seeing the old scars on the bodies of both of the Ka twins really emphasize this point as well. And the pure rage at each other, even after all this time, added to the tragedy. All these little details stacked together. Great storytelling choices. So when Kinka was confronted suddenly by his brother in pain and dying in front of him, that reaction felt earned. The way they showed his slow progressions of emotions, starting with the shock and then anger because he's supposed to be the one to kill his brother, until they both finally admitted to each other that they are each other's reasons to live. That was heavy and told very beautifully. And while I feel bad for Moroha for not getting her bounty and not being able to pay down her debt, it was still a beautiful ending to the Ka demon story. Well done. I'm really happy with this one. This was a twin-focused story and one that was done well, but I can't praise it too much because of the treatment of Moroha. Now, I don't want to get back on this too much, but I do want to mention that while I totally understand Moroha had to be removed from the story, because the twins needed their moment together to tell the story from both twins' perspectives, there are many other ways to remove Moroha from the story without making her pain the butt of the joke. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I love Moroha so much, but that's how I feel. Speaking of Moroha, the art today. I had this idea to draw the girls in more modern clothes, so I decided to look into Japanese fashion, which is something I've always been kind of interested in, their whole Harajuku street fashion thing. And there are a ton of amazing choices out there and so many different types of theming that go around how people dress. But when I saw Decora, I just had to. It's so over the top and ridiculous. And honestly, I'm really loving how this artwork is turning out. For those of you unfamiliar, Decora Kei is a type of Japanese street fashion that's supposed to be as decorated and colorful as possible. It's layers and layers and barrettes and ribbons and bows and on everything, pins everywhere. It makes me smile. When I look at it, it just makes me happy. Wouldn't Moroha actually be a Decora girl? I don't know. But I feel like she looks adorable in this fashion, so I'm okay with it. Now, if any of you are fans of Rumiko Takahashi's other works, you may notice a lot of little references in the decorations I chose, some a little more obvious than others. I'm kind of excited to see how many people spot. So if you see anything, please let me know in the comments. I loved doing the artwork today. It's probably one of my favorites I've done this whole time. And I think I'm going to continue the street fashion trend with the other girls in the series. I'm trying to figure out which ones to choose for Towa and Setsuna as well. I have a couple ideas. I'm going to try a few out this week. So if you're interested, please join me again. I would love to have you here. And all of the support is fantastic. So if you could like, subscribe, comment, give me ideas, reactions, what have you, I would super appreciate it. So thank you again for joining me today and have an artsy day.